Hi, this is Sandy Mother Earth Garden Club, and this is the garden tour number 2, which is the front yard. In the front yard, I have some flowers, some volunteer chamomile. This is cosmos ready to bloom. This is a cosmos that came up, and look at how pretty. That's called a cupcake cosmos because it looks like one of those things you put cupcakes in, right? More cosmos. And more. There's a different kind up there, kind of a purple kind. This is, oh my goodness, I'm gonna forget. Dahlias that my daughter gave me. These two are dahlias, and then this one has got some marigolds right down there, and that's a hyacinth bean. And the reason they're in the front yard is they are very poisonous, and I have puppies in the backyard, so I put them in the front. That's something you got to think about when you plant things, that you can't put things where there's animals that might eat them. So, anyway. I just got some new plants here. This little thing is just a tiny little hosta called, well, it's got some plantain weed there, but that's a hosta, a little tiny narrow thing. And it's called hacksaw blade because it's got these serrated edges. This one, and I'll never say the name right, is a perennial, Brunera macrophilia, and the kind is Alexander the Great. And kind of a cool name. It has like a stem on it that flowers. Deer resistant, which is nice because I got it next to a hosta that is definitely not. And then some low-growing yews over here. More hosta, variegated hosta. And they're just lush this year. And then the big leaf hosta that I have back here. And then a blue hosta. And I don't remember the varieties of these. At the end is bridal's wreath. Over here is one of my small apple trees. This tree, maybe next year will probably have apples on it. It's 4 or 5 years old. It was set back. It had some blight, but it's doing better. It had some fire blight, but it's doing better. It's looking healthy this year. Over here I have some irises that are done blooming. Some lilies ready to bloom. Down here, some astible, which is right here. That's an astible, and that's just starting to flower. And a Johnny Jump Up. That's a perennial. That'll come up every year. It's first year this year. I'm so excited about that because it'll spread. Oh, I got trash. Bad part about this part of my house is everything in the neighborhood blows over here. So I don't know. And some sedum growing there. I'm not sure which variety. It might be Autumn Joy. Another bridal's wreath. This is the apple tree, and it's got lots of very nice looking apples on it. I got a bowl in my hand here, so I'm trying to hold on to this at the same time. But I'm gonna try and pull these little apples off because they're not good for the tree. They're just sapping energy. We'll just leave the big apples to grow. All right, they're looking pretty good in here. There's quite a few apples up in there, lots anyway. So we'll go back. This is a big maple tree. Needs to have some of these branches cut back that are hanging so low. So it's my front yard. And here's where we're going. Here's what I'm out here to do today. My cherry trees are full of cherries that need picking. That's why I'm carrying this bowl around with me. So I have lots of cherries. Look at those. Lots of cherries, and there's more over there. This is a crab apple tree. A little teeny tiny rose bush down there. This is a crab apple tree. Not a crab apple you can eat. They're just tiny little things. Just decorative because I like the color of the tree. And what I've got growing in here. There's some, that's false indigo, some more irises, some more lilies. That's a fernleaf peony, however you say it. Some more daylilies. Inside those broad kind of yellowy leaves are, oh, let me think, I gotta think. I'll think of it in a minute. They're roots that you dig up every year, and they come up every year. And more of the things. There's a little rose bush over here. Little rose bush. So, yeah, more peonies. They're very young. They've only been planted a year or two, so they're just establishing themselves. So, anyway, the ground is very spongy here. I've got lots of voles growing underground here. They make tunnels, and that's why you see all these mounds here, because there's tunnels underground. I'm trying to figure out ways to deal with them. Anyway, I'm hoping. I've been kind of removing some of the extra false indigo that's growing up because it was too heavy up. The bush was too large. So trying to maintain it, but it's a very tough plant. Anyway, so that's my front yard, what it looks like. Have a great day. Bye. Well, this is the second cherry tree that I'm picking on. You walk around and then you think you've got all the ripe ones, and then you see more as you walk around, so you have to kind of walk around a couple times. Sorry, the puppies are in the house barking at me like I'm a stranger. Silly pups. Anyway, yeah. This particular cherry tree, the cherries are, this particular cherry trees, the cherries are a little bit more yellow, and the other ones are brighter red. This tree, let me look at the name, I've got it on here. This tree is a Mesabi cherry. It actually, even though it's a little lighter colored, is sweeter than the other one. A sweeter cherry. And this tree is called, oh, if I can read it, North Star cherry. Oh, there's some more that I missed on this one too. But as you can see, it's a much redder cherry than the other ones. The other ones are kind of half yellow and half red. So anyway, yep, these are, oh, they're so good. These are not sweet cherries. Sweet cherries don't grow in Minnesota, only tart cherries, but heck, they're yummy regardless. See how they're different? This one is more yellow than that one, and they're both ripe. They're both very soft, so just different kind of cherries. Anyway, this is the bowl I've got from these two small trees. We'll have to see what I can bake with that. Have a good day. Bye.